Yeah, it seems like it, as long as it doesn't rain for 7 days, this wood burns pretty good.
Stuff from, that's been on those spruce trees so long, that, like, the branch has been dead a long time, but it's not touching the ground, right? And
right.
the bark's falling off of it. Seems to burn pretty good.
Throws a lot of heat. It's great.
Well, we got hot. We should get some gnarly stuff on it.
Oh, like some of the driftwood or the the wet pieces.
Some of the stuff that's not so keen on burning.
Yeah.
We'll have to convince it to burn.
dogs are out tonight. Dangerous maneuver trying to squash a mosquito when it's on the guitar. So that could get real gross real quick.
Because it's already full of blood by the time it makes it to the guitar.
Probably, yeah, usually.
Welcome to Sunday Night at Blue Skies, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to introduce you to Kate Weeks.
Hi, everyone.
Kate Weeks is the daughter of Carolyn Stewart. Carolyn Stewart founded the Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra. Carolyn Stewart ran and organized and played and mentored many, many people through the years that she ran the Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra, and mentored our good friend Cindy McCall to become the next Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra leader, which she has done admirably over these last few years. I've had the pleasure of playing with Carolyn and Cindy and many, many other fiddle players, just as a guitar player. But I've always wanted to play the fiddle, but I thought it was pretty hard, and it's not that easy. But 2 years ago at the Blue Skies retreat, Cindy McCall made me put my guitar down and put her fiddle in my hand and told me to go over in the corner and just play with it for 5 minutes, which I did. A little while later, I knew there was an old fiddle under the bed here at home, and I got it out and I started scratching away on it. And it's become my pandemic project. And later, in this past year, later in 2020 and early in 2021, I had an opportunity to join the Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra long distance over the internet. And I've been attending Saturday mornings for the first hour, which is the beginner's hour. And I have learned so much, and it has been so great personally for me to do that. And Kate Weeks has now been able to join the Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra over the web. Of course, she plays with the intermediates and above because she's a whole lot better than I am. But we just got together this afternoon and we played a little tune, and we've just been having a wonderful time doing this. And that's what the Fiddle Orchestra has done to the community in and around the Blue Skies catchment area. It's my great pleasure to present Cindy and the orchestra, who got together for the first time in a long, long time, just 3 weeks ago. Cindy will explain it to you, and she has some tunes that the orchestra will play for you. So without further ado, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Cindy McCall and the Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra.
So this is our first time meeting together in person since November of 2020. We had a year that was tumultuous, and in some ways we were disconnected for the first 8 months or so of 2020. But with the help of Blue Skies in the community in November and December of 2020, we started meeting. We had a couple of meetings together at the Legion in Perth until we were not allowed to do that anymore. And then we went entirely to meeting on Zoom, which was a new experience, of course, for all of us. Many of us having to figure out the technology and trying to figure out how to teach and learn using that technology. But we made it through, and this is our first time. It's July the 10th, and it's our first time actually being able to play together. Some of us being vaccinated and feeling comfortable to be together. And we're actually at Farm Lake, which is Gary and my family have a retreat here, which is actually quite close to the festival site. And it's a beautiful day, and so we're all meeting here together to play the tunes that we've been working on. So we've been working on a lot of tunes this last year, but the set that we're going to play today is called our COVID Antidote set. The first tune in the set is called When Are You Coming Over, and it was written by Doobie McLean. The second tune in the set is called We titled it In 30 Days because they kept saying in 30 days we'd be able to meet. But it's actually, the tune is titled The Taddy Ball. And the third tune in the set is called Full of Hope, which is how we've all been feeling, that we're full of hope that at some point we could come to this day where we would be able to play together. The first two tunes were written by Dougie MacLean, and the third tune was written by Jake Sharon, our friend who we met when we were in Prince Edward Island in 2015, a member of the East Pointers. We've had really some great experiences with the Zoom that we could never have anticipated, and one of those things that happened to us was that we had some of our faraway friends who have potentially always wanted to join the orchestra, like Magoo and Lloyd and Kate and our friend Peach from Alberta. All of these folks who were joining us every Saturday for the last 8 months to learn the tunes and become part of the orchestra. It was a wonderful thing to have those faraway friends join us. We had a lot of support financially from Blue Skies in the community, and also a lot of members of our community made donations to Blue Skies in the community to support the orchestra to continue this year, for which we are very grateful, as well as the Legion in Perth, who supported us to have some of our practices, a couple of them, in the early part of the pandemic. The meaning of this for people have been writing to me every week for the last number of months, and just explaining to me the importance of being able to continue with the fiddle orchestra even under these very difficult circumstances for people. And I'll just read you some of their comments. The orchestra provides continuity of being part of the community. It provides stability of routine with our practicing every Saturday. We had no concerts in 2020 or so far in 2021, even though we had planned a large 20th anniversary concert. So the time that provided us was time to learn and time to work on new tunes and techniques. We have still been connected every week as a community, sharing our stories and our love of music. So I hope you enjoy the recordings that we've made today, and thank you very much for your support.
Your Crocs.
I'm not sure if that follows logic in terms of.
Well, that's what you wear when you're not quite sure what you want to wear. This gives you two choices. You can either be, you know, kind of a stripy feller, or you could maybe wear the suit and a nice bow tie. Yeah. Welcome to Blue Skies Sunday Night 2021. I hope everybody had a great day. There was lots going on. We started off with a pretty good parade. I had a pretty good parade partner today, if anybody noticed. We did lots of fun things, and there was lots going on today. I hope everybody got to a workshop, a musical workshop or a holistic workshop, our kids area. There was lots going on. I hope everybody had a really, really good day. It's Sunday night now, and we've got our program ahead of us. But remember, we're also in the Discord. And for those who aren't exactly sure what's going on there, we've got Jake in the box. Because remember, my signal's going from me to Prince Edward Island. And from Prince Edward Island, where Jake is, to John in Toronto, who's pushing it out across the airwaves. Say hi, John. There he is. There's John, right in the box, just like that. Such communication. Unbelievable. And I'm going to send it over to Jake in the box right now, and he's going to give you the inside story on the Discord and how you can get there and what's available to you there. Jake, are you there? Are you there?
Yep, mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, let's, hold on. I'll stop talking through my kazoo. Maybe that'll make it a little bit better.
Yeah,
so
through your kazoo.
We're here. We're at the virtual festival. It's Sunday night. This is, it's been a really cool virtual festival. We had some really well-attended workshops in the Discord today. I don't know what everybody else got up to last night, but we played some board games with John Bond and Gray, one of the moderators for the Discord. So when the show is over, feel free to head over to the Discord. There's lots of servers or channels rather within the server that you can join and hang out with other festival goers. Maybe do a song circle or two. Really, Discord is a virtual approximation of the site. So you can go and find where you camp digitally and hopefully find your other virtual counterparts there, or maybe meet some new people, make some new friends. I don't remember what the workshops were, but I remember Sue Lynn's was very well attended, and Polarity Thinking was also really well attended. And the parade, of course. We've it's been a really cool experience getting all of these people from everywhere connected for Blue Skies in ways that we never could before. And just huge thanks to everybody on the team. And that's it for me. Back to you, Magoo.
Okay. Thanks, Jake in the box. So let's get to some music. Kobo Town, founded and led by Drew Gonzalez. He's a real friend, family member of Blue Skies. Kobo Town has played Blue Skies before. They're great sound. Drew is originally from Trinidad and lives in Toronto. He's taken the band all around the world. Port of Spain, Trinidad to Paris to Montreal to Malaysia. Juno nominated, amazing grooves, a wonderful guy, Put your hands together, friends, and help me welcome Drew Gonzalez and Kobo Town.
Hello, Blue Skies family. I wish we were all together in person this year, but I'm delighted and honored to be asked to regale you with a few songs in this online edition of the festival. Come, let me tell you about my friend Joe. He spends all day sitting by the radio. Tell him to come out, but he won't go. He only waiting for the bomb to blow. He said some weapons missing and they don't know where they went. And one of them might be nuclear. And unconfirmed reports have confirmed this fest that today is the day something go happen there. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground shaking, the sky is falling down. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground is shaking, the sky is falling down. Pam, bade baleda pam pada, beleda balada pam pada, bolo de balada pam pada, bela de babodo. They have a satellite watching above his head, a next camera set up by his bed. When he talks on the phone, they know what he said. You feel all this will have the man upset, but he hears as he happily endures. Nothing else will help him to sleep secure, and the whole while he's feeling reassured. I feel Joe is mistaking the disease for the cure. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground is shaking, the sky is falling down. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground shaking, the sky is falling down. You think Joe would have felt a fool when the bomb he found was just a plumber's tool? When the noise in the night was the neighbor mule? The training camp he reported was a Sunday school. When the anthrax he took down to the police turned out to be a whole hunk of moldy cheese. You'd think this would put the man mind at ease, but he could smell a dirty bomb in a plate of rice and peas. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground is shaking and the sky is falling down. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground shaking, the sky is falling down. Bele babolo de pampada, bebolo ne badada pampada, bebolo ne balada pampada. Joe is sure that his neighbor Samuel belongs to a sleeper cell, and when he talks with Ram Logan in the road, he feel he giving orders in a secret code. And if you hesitate then to believe, he'll declare you and them to be in league, and from then on watch your tail, or you're going Guantanamo on a holiday. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground shaking, the sky is falling down. Ring-a-ling, you hear the siren sing. Run for cover, the walls are tumbling. Dong along, shout it around. The ground shaking, the sky is falling down. Once again, I really wish we were all together up there on the Graph Farm at the Blue Skies site. Some of my happiest musical memories are at that festival, actually including my first feeling of undiluted joy on a stage. It was actually first time we played a music festival in my first band. The previous incarnation of Kobo Town was called Outcry, and I think it was back in '98. We were fresh out of high school. And I was always, even to this day, I'm a nervous performer, always a bit terrified of the stage. You know, I get real jitters before I perform. And of course, back then, this was amplified by, you know, being an awkward youth as well, too. And I remember it was the first time it completely left me on a stage, you know, and I think it had a lot to do with the warmth and of the community that I was performing for. So I hope it's not too long again before we're together in person. This next song is off our last album called Where the Galleon Sank. And it's called Smokestacks and Steeples. And That's a bit of a rumination on history and its tendency to repeat itself. Smokestacks, nuts, ooh. Let me get in tune here first. Smokestacks, not steeples, tower over the people. No bells, no whistles kept the time, hey, the time. Men saw nothing higher than sated desire, while neon, not fire, lit the signs. It was a time very like our own when gods and princes were overthrown. It was a time very like our own when gods and princes were overthrown. It was an age when everything was rearranged, put the devils out of sight and the heavens within range. Some found it was a wonder, for others it was strange. Saint-humanity. No smokestacks, no steeples towered over the people. No bells, no whistles kept the time, now the time. Men no longer wanted a world that was haunted, still haunted by the divine. Men no longer wanted a world that was haunted, still haunted by the divine. It was a time very like our own when long-held customs were outgrown. Young men in boots marched to new absolutes, trying to pull the tree out by the roots. They found relief in the arms of unbelief, but the emptiness which followed that, them rushing after dreams which paraded down their promenades when dancing across their screens. Saint-humanity. Still smokestacks, not steeples towered over the people. No bells, no whistles kept the time, hey, the time. Men saw nothing higher than sated desire, while neon, not fire, lit the signs. Well, prophets of doom said the end would come soon. We'd fade into the night just like the waning of the moon. While some statisticians said we would run out of room, there was no light to pierce the gloom. No smokestacks, no steeples tower over the people. No bells, no whistles keep the time, hey, the time. Men no longer wanted a world that was haunted, still haunted by the divine. Men no longer wanted a world that was haunted, still haunted by the divine. When Jonah saw the light, did he take fright? Did he recoil when it seemed to spoil his mood? When Jonas met that dawn, did he curse the sun that shone upon that gloom which he consumed like it was food? Did Jonas regret those years spent in that vale of tears, which he would not let himself leave behind? And did Jonas shut his ears from the singing of these fairs, or did it soothe his overused and aching mind? High above the town, what did he see when he looked down? At the edge of space, did he look down to see a harder place? And of the faces flashing by as he scaled the summit of the sky, of those rushing past, did one linger as the last? When Jonas saw the light all around him, Jonas saw the light shining. When Jonas saw the light all around him, Jonas saw the light shining. When Jonas met that day, was he dismayed? Did he bid it go away, wish it was night? Or was Jonas overjoyed to be flung into that void, when all he knew vanished from view, slipped from his sight? Did Jonas lament at last how quick his days had passed? Did he mourn to be torn from them so soon? And did Jonas have a care for those now waiting there, gathered in his dim and quiet room? Up through the thinning air, did the sight become more clear? Did he light upon that place that would erase his pride and pain? And in those starlit climes, did he reflect on misspent times? Did he wish he could undo his days and live them all again? When Jonah saw the light, saw the light, saw the light all around him. Jonah saw the light, saw the light, saw the light shining. Jonah saw the light, saw the light, saw the light all around them. Jonah saw the light, saw the light, saw the light shining. Again, it's a delight to be part of this online edition of the Blue Skies Festival. And big thanks to all the organizers and to you, the community, for making it such a special place for us artists to come to. And I'm going to leave you with a song. And again, I hope that all of these tunes find you in the very best of spirits in these very oddest of times. And I'm going to leave you with a song of our upcoming album. It was supposed to come out last year, but because of the circumstances, we've put it off until the fall. The album is going to be called Carnival of the Ghosts, and this one is called Shades of the Living. And actually, I should explain this one. I was once I was working on an album in I think it was in Paris at the time, and I was helping produce somebody's record, and I was riding on the subway to the studio during rush hour, and like subways everywhere, it was full of people, and it was lit up like almost like a candlelit vigil by all of the little screens that we were all staring at, myself included. And at one point, one of the stops, this older man with a fiddle jumped on, and he looked like he was dressed in like a Breton, from folk costume, and he played this virtuoso fiddle. It was quite astounding, how good it was, and he danced, a jig-like dance up and down the aisle of the subway car, and almost nobody even looked up. I was a tourist, so of course I was mesmerized. But and at the next stop, he jumped off, and he seemed almost like a ghost from another age, with an age of color and life and pageantry. And at the moment, I got this feeling like no. It was like a feeling like he was the living man, and we were the ghosts huddled in our shadows, looking at our screens, sort of detached from one another as that is. So that's the image that inspired this song. We find ourselves again, shades of the living sitting on a subway train. We find ourselves again, shades of the living sitting on a subway train. How did it ever come to this? Scrolling in the shadows through the pictures of the life we miss. How did it ever come to this? Oh, dreaming in the shadows. Strange things pass before your sight. In the glow of the blue incandescent light, shadows on the wall of the cave, and we can't find our way out to the light of day. Whoa, send my dull roots rain, make this desert to bloom again. Send my dull roots rain, oh, make these dry bones to live again. Each on his own way, everyone's an island in a sea. No one can name, so self-contained. Everyone's an island in a sea. No one can name, heads are all bent down on the dim journey through the underground. Not a word, not a song on that voyage down. Asteroids in the void of space, comets which flash and fly but leave no trace. Mice caught in a maze, and we can't find our way back to the starting place. Hey, hey. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Whoa, sand is thy roots rain. Make this desert to bloom again. Sand is thy roots rain. Oh, make these dry bones to live again. Sand is thy roots rain. Make this desert to bloom again. Sand is thy roots rain. Oh, make these dry bones to live again. Thank you so much, and big love to all of you from the Blue Skies community and family watching. And I hope the time is not too long before we see one another again. All the best.
Drew Gonzalez and leader of the band Kobo Town. Thank you, Drew. I don't even think I mentioned this last night, and I am remiss in not mentioning it. Of course, all of this music that you're hearing tonight, please don't hesitate to go to the website of the artist and purchase that music. Buy the CD. Some of them will sell downloads, but it's inside tip in terms of the artists. It's always better to buy the music directly from the artists because they receive the most from it, and you get the personal touch from them. Everybody I know who has their own music for sale would love to speak to anyone who is interested in purchasing it and just talk to them about it. Even just a simple email makes a connection, and that makes a difference. Especially in this time when people think that it might be cool that everything just can be downloaded or you can find everything for free. Musicians make their music and they produce recordings, CDs, vinyl, and the music in the digital forms. Like painters paint their paintings, and what you get when you buy a CD directly from an artist is what you could consider to be a high quality print, like you would buy a print of a visual artist's work. And it makes a difference to purchase it that way and to make the connection. And to think that you can just get all the music that you want free is, first of all, the music that much of it that you do get free, the quality, because it's all compressed online, isn't what it should be, is not what the vision that the artist had in mind, and it's not benefiting the artist. And if you don't benefit the artist, the art disappears. So head to the websites of the artists, and any music that really moves you, please don't hesitate to purchase it. Don't hesitate to say hi to them. Maria Dunn. 2 Juno nominations. She writes thought-provoking songs that honor resilience and grace of the ordinary people. Her 7th album, Joyful Banner Blazing, produced by Shannon Johnson of the Juno-winning McDades, celebrates gratitude, solidarity, joy, and the love that fires our actions and makes the world a better place. Woo, I'll take that. Maria Dunn, a friend of Blue Skies. Put your hands together, friends, and welcome her.
Before I sing, I'd like to acknowledge that I'm here on Treaty 6 territory. In Cree, this place is called Emiskwitsiwaskayakin, meaning Beaver Mountain House. It's the historic and current gathering place of many diverse Indigenous peoples, including Cree, Dene, Anishinaabe, Blackfoot, Stoney Nakoda, Saulteaux, Métis, and Inuit peoples. As an immigrant settler working and living here, I recognize that I have benefited from the resource wealth and beauty of this place by a colonial system that forcibly removed and controlled and hurt the people who lived here before and after Treaty 6 was signed in 1876. As a treaty person understanding this history now, it's my responsibility to actively work towards conciliation and equity with all my relations here, in my work, in my community, and in my life. We are all that girl on the bicycle who wobbles and scrapes her knee. Leaping back in the saddle, she learns to soar, then crashes, singing, I'm free. We are all beautiful fools. We are all that boy running swiftly, who tumbles head over heels. He picks himself up, propels himself on, then dives to see how it feels. We are all beautiful fools. Beautiful, beautiful fools. I'm a fool. You're a fool. We are all beautiful fools. Beautiful, beautiful fools. That's your part. We are all beautiful fools. Beautiful, beautiful fools. I'm a fool. You're a fool. We are all beautiful fools. Beautiful, beautiful fools. We are all absorbed in the details, like children constructing in sand, mesmerized by the antics of spiders, intent in our wonderland. We are all naked as truth, though we cover ourselves by degrees, shiny layers of fabric and manners so fine, adventures, artifice, deeds. We are all beautiful fools. Beautiful, beautiful fools. I'm a fool. You're a fool. We are all beautiful fools. Beautiful, beautiful fools. We are all tempted to stray by the flask or the flash or the flesh. We are all your wisest advisor. We are all emotional wrecks. We are all one at the heart. For all of our polish and pride, so simply we long to be loved for who we are inside. We are all beautiful fools. Beautiful, beautiful fools. I'm a fool. You're a fool. We are all beautiful fools. Beautiful, beautiful fools. Thanks so much for singing along. I know that you were. And I know that you are mature and evolved enough to be singing I'm a Fool at least as loudly as you were singing You're a Fool. What a delight for me to be here at Blue Skies Festival, even if it is virtual. I've heard so many wonderful things about the in-person festival and the community, and so I'm so pleased to be part of it. Thank you for inviting me. On a bright blue sky morning in Alberta in the summer of 1986, Renee Peavy was a young worker at the Gaynors meatpacking plant in northeast Edmonton. She and her fellow workers had taken rollbacks 2 years earlier to help out the company owner, who promised that if they could help him turn the company around and increase production, he would share those profits with them at the next negotiation. 2 years later, They had tripled production, they knew the company was making a profit, and yet instead of negotiations in good faith, they saw advertisements in the newspaper for replacement workers. Thus started a bitter 6-month strike that galvanized the Alberta labor community and reverberated across the country with boycotts of Gainers Meats and in solidarity with the workers in Northeast Edmonton. A few years ago, Renee sat down with historian Catherine Cole and videographer Don Bozek and shared what it felt like to be on the picket line that very first day. It's a bright June morning, a beautiful day. Though it turns so ugly, I'll remember it that way till those buses start in, like they'll never stop, coming for to carry some poor fool to my job. Then like a seamless dance where the partners glide, or the graceful flow of stream and tide, we all moved so instinctively from the deepest well of our dignity. Heart in throat, heart in hand, sitting arm in arm. You can see here I am, I look so young, but I am strong, not scared. With my sisters, my brothers, I'm there. Do you think so little of me? Do you think of me at all? As we slow your bus to a crawl, as your bus tries to bring us to our knees, as the window smashes, do you think of me? How I work hard, I'm good at my job. We saved this company, and all for what? To be sneered at, sold out, undermined. Do you think of me when you cross the line? Heart in throat, heart in hand, sitting arm in arm. You can see here I am, I look so young, but I am strong, not scared. With my sisters, my brothers, I'm there. One by one, they try to take us all away, but like pebbles on a beach, we shift and remain. You can grind your heel down into the sand, but your mark disappears when the next wave lands. Oh, heart in hands, our bodies on the line. We who never took a handout in our lives, now the goodwill and the money pours in. It makes me weep, such a simple thing. Heart in throat, heart in hand, sitting arm in arm. You can see here I am, I look so young, but I am calm, not scared. With my sisters, my brothers, I'm there. Heart in throat, heart in hand. With my sisters, my brothers, I'm there. With my sisters, my brothers, I'm there. Thank you so much. Those two songs are both from the brand new album Joyful Banner Blazing that was released in January of 2021. You can find out all about it on my website, mariadunn.com, where you can also sign up to my mailing list and find out what I'm up to. This past month, July, is the birthday month for Malala Yousafzai. She's now 24 years old and has shown such a tremendous courage and compassion in her human rights work. And this song was inspired by reading her autobiography, I Am Malala, a few years ago, and thinking about all the people that she has gathered and called to her human rights work. So I hope that you'll sing along with me. Malala, where are you going? I'll walk beside you, I'll meet you there. Malala, where are you going? I'll walk beside you, I'll meet you there. Born to a faithful family, her father saw it in her face. Bold and bright, engaged in life, meant to take her rightful place. Like her brother, she loves learning. Like him, she's stubborn too. When the Taliban forbids it secretly, she slips to school. Malala, where are you going? I'll walk beside you, I'll meet you there. Malala, where are you going? I'll walk beside you, I'll meet you there. Dark upon the quiet land, twisting words of peace and love to violence and harsh commands. Some will not succumb in silence, some will not give up their rights. Against the shrinking walls around her, with her voice and pen she strikes. Malala, where are you going? I'll walk beside you, I'll meet you there. Malala, where are you going? I'll walk beside you, I'll meet you there. Riding home from class with friends, a young man boards her bus and shakes. Who is Malala? He demands. He shoots at point blank range. The hand of God, the hands of surgeons, fervent prayer round the world. So disarm this act of hate, fire the will of every girl. Malala, where are you going? I'll walk beside you, I'll meet you there. Malala, where are you going? I'll walk beside you, I'll meet you there. Malala, where are you going? I'll walk beside you, I'll meet you there. Malala, where are you going? I'll walk beside you, I'll meet you there. Thanks so much, Blue Skies. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Maria Dunn. Thank you, Maria. Well, it's looking kind of birchy around here, so I thought maybe I might try. You got the GoPro there going, Jake? Look at that. Look at the tech there. There we go. Do-do. 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 All these empty chairs. I wonder how to clear a room. Da-da. 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 And I've got my 85 retro t-shirt going on here. That was the first year this logo showed up. Designed and developed by Claudia Radmore. Yes. Well, I mean, once you have a birch suit on, maybe you should go for a walk. I gotta go out to the rocket. That's what I gotta do. I'll go in the back door and I'll see you over there. Who's there? Hi. I was just relaxing in the rocket. Hi there. I put on a good suit because, well, you know, it's Blue Skies. And I thought I'd sing a song about the kinds of things that are on the suit. Specifically not trees, but plants. And trees are plants. Well, I heard it said there's people who have led life in a house where everything is dead. Well, I do not mean to reprimand their scene, but I'd rather run around a room that was singing to me in green. Oh, you gotta have your plans. Give your green thumb a chance. Get that living kind of loving growing all around your soul. You gotta have your plans. Watch them slow motion dance as they fill up your house with that greenery gold. Well, I would presume that there's none yet on the moon, and mainly that's the reason I ain't planning on moving there too soon. Oh, but if Big Brother did decide that's where we must reside, then the greenhouse on that gray rock's what I'm gonna live beside. 'Cause you gotta have your plans. Give your green thumb a chance. Get that living kind of loving growing all around your soul. You gotta have your plans. Watch them slow motion dance as they fill up your house with that greenery gold. Now when that old north wind blows and the garden gets royally froze, everybody runs around wearing 27 different sets of clothes. I just click on the special light, shut the door, keep the window down tight, then I swing through the room like a jungle man in the middle of the night. 'Cause you gotta have your plans. Give your green thumb a chance. Get that living kind of loving going all around your soul. You gotta have your plans. Well, watch them in slow motion dance as they fill up your house with that greenery gold. Now when the growing season resumes, we leave those special rooms and we get out in our gardens with the blossoms and the blooms, and we count up all the ways the growing good stuff pays. And we thank our friends and neighbors for these halcyon days. You gotta have your plans, give you green from a chance, get that living kind of love growing all around your soul. You gotta have your plans. Watch them in slow motion dance as they fill up your house with that greenery gold. As they fill up your house with that greenery gold. As they fill up your house with that greenery gold. You gotta have your plans. Well, you gotta have your plants. So things still look pretty good out at the Rocket. We've had a, few feet of tread out that way this weekend. Not too many, mind you, but a few. And I've had a couple of campfires, and boy, oh boy, things still look pretty good at the old Rocket. Roxanne Potvin. On her new 5-song EP, All It Was, Juno Award-nominated singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and producer Roxanne Potvin goes deeper into her personal journey, adding more elements to an ever-expanding sound. I had the pleasure of doing the Summer Folk Festival a few years ago in Owen Sound. Many of you be familiar with Summer Folk, great festival. And Roxanne was playing that festival, and I'd never seen her perform before, and it was a great show. I loved it, and now she's on the Blue Skies stage for everyone here. Friends, please put your hands together and welcome to our stage, Roxanne Potvin.
Hi everybody at Blue Skies, I hope you're all doing well. I'm super happy to be part of the online edition this year, although I wish I could see you in person, but that will come soon. So I'm just here to play a few songs for you today.
Look ahead as the sky turns blue.
good it feels to you. Won't you try to let yourself go? Just let yourself go. Jump in, baby, why don't you just jump? I know you can jump in. Why don't you just jump? You're suspicious of the feeling. Our connection is the real thing. It only takes a leap of faith. You're almost at my fingertips. Oh, jump in, baby. Why don't you just jump? I know you can jump in. Why don't you just jump? Oh, jump in, baby. Why don't you just jump? I know you can jump in. Why don't you just jump? Why don't you just jump? Oh, why don't you just jump? This is called The March. Hard rains of dawn. Here I go again. Leaves dead on the ground. What unlikely friends. Freedom stings. It's a pain I know. But this time tears make it burn much more. Stop your march, my restless heart. Take me back to his loving arms. But if you stop, I may never know what it was you were searching for. Demolition starts when the walls grow thick. Love me to the door, love me through the brick. Passion dims and I thirst for more. Leaving here leads me to the core. Stop your march, my restless heart. Take me back to his loving arms. But if you stop, I may never know what it was you were searching for. Gotta keep marching. Gotta keep marching. Gotta keep marching. This is called A Love That's Simple. Sit back and just let it be. When you know hurt and you know pain, how do you know love don't feel the same? Find the trouble where there isn't none. You might say it's my idea of fun. I don't mean to spoil it when it gets good, but I can't enjoy it like I know I should. So give me a love that's simple. So hard. Still I break down when everything's fine. There must be something wrong with this love of mine. Although you love me so good and so strong, can't compare to others I've known. Yet I feel like I wanna slip away, 'cause I can't stand when I act this way. Give me a love that's simple. I don't wanna make it so hard. Still I break down when everything's fine. There must be something wrong with this love of mine. So cruel and so unfair, riding it's in despair 'cause I'm scared. I don't know how this dream's gonna end. I'm trying to help you understand. Oh, give me love that's simple. I don't wanna make it so hard. Still I'll break down when everything's fine. There must be something wrong with this love. So hard. Still I break down when everything's fine. There must be something wrong. Oh, there must be something wrong. There must be something wrong with this love of mine. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the festival, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Roxanne Potvin. Thank you, Roxanne. Wow. Well, it's Sunday night at Blue Skies. Normally on a Sunday night at Blue Skies, this would be about the time when I would say, if you've got an hour to spare tomorrow or 2 hours while somebody's packing up at your campsite, perhaps you could give the festival an hour or so to help pack the festival up. All the things that have to go back in the box to put it away for the year. So I'm asking all of you virtually to think about helping us tomorrow morning after you get up, if you've got a few minutes, to pack everything back up and put it in the box while somebody else is cleaning and doing the dishes and taking the tent down and doing that. And maybe you could use a little exercise to do that. Anyway, it would be a big help for the festival if you did that and if you thought about us on Monday morning. But one thing you actually can do live and in person, if you care to, is we will be having our Monday morning meeting tomorrow. Every year on Monday morning after the festival, we have a 1 hour meeting that's at the usually over at the kids area. everyone is welcome. You are all welcome to attend. It will be on Zoom. Just check out the program, and the links are right there when you catch Monday morning meeting, and there's a Zoom link that you can hit. It's at 10 a.m. and it goes for just 1 hour, 10 to 11. And you can say anything you want. It will be Michael Bolton, I believe, is going to facilitate it, and you can line up in terms of order of speaking, and you can say anything you want. What you thought worked, if it was good, if it something that didn't work, how you feel about it, what your thoughts are for next year or going forward as the festival treads forward into this new world in which we are all going. Whatever you'd like to say. The thing about the meeting is there's no discussion. We don't have time to talk about all of these subjects, and no doubt there will be a number of subjects that come up. But what that will do is that list of comments, questions, and thoughts will formulate an agenda for our first meeting in hopefully in September at the site. That will be revealed to the mail list exactly when we might be able to do that. Going forward, hopefully we will be able to under certain protocols. But the meeting tomorrow is on, it's virtual, and you are all invited. So come on over at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then give us an extra hour packing things up and putting stuff away. Actually, I know there's a number of campsites and tents out there in backyards and cottages and people's places, or even pillow and cushion forts in your living room. There's little Blue Skies campsites all over the place. So I know there'll be some takedown time to do that. So while you are taking those spaces that you have all put together in such a great Blue Skies fashion, while you're doing that, then you can think about, we're taking down the festival again for another year on Monday morning and packing it away and putting it away. So think about that, and you're more than welcome to attend the meeting tomorrow. The Bombadils, Canada Folk Music Award nominees. Luke and Sarah, they're a vibrant husband and wife duo playing traditional and original music. They're great players. I first saw them, I think, it was at the Kingsville Festival a few years ago, and I love their CDs. I've got one that plays regularly on in my van, and they're great players. They play wonderful music, and I don't know, their music just makes me feel good. So, friends, please put your heads together and welcome to the Blue Skies stage, the Bombadils.
Hey everyone at Blue Skies. We're excited to be playing for you today. We got to play at Blue Skies a few years ago, might have been 5 or 6 years ago, and we have really wonderful memories of camping out there, playing music and dancing, square dancing. So let's bring back the Blue Skies magic. We're going to start with a song called Bicycle. 1, 2, 3, 4. The world is calling and I'm your arms out and coast, 'cause I love you most. Whoa, 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 Well, it's a treat to play this afternoon. We've got Ellen on the harp, and this is Luke on guitar, and I'm Sarah on fiddle. We're called the Bombadils. We're having a really beautiful summer in Nova Scotia. We wish we could come to Ontario this year, but maybe next year or in one of the summers coming up. In the meantime, we'll enjoy the beaches here. And our next song features a banjo, so I'll get that. So I wrote this song not too long after moving to Nova Scotia, after having been in Montreal for several years. And this is just about getting to know someone on the bus and kind of starting to have a feeling of maybe Nova Scotia will be home, starting to make friends here. So that's a nice thing.
All right.
Yay. Well, thank you for joining us for our
thank you for tuning in.
set. I'm sure there's plenty of good music this year at Blue Skies. We're just going to share one more song with you. It's a song that Luke wrote thinking back to his time in Montreal, particularly in Verdun when we spent a year living on the river there. So thanks again for having us at Blue Skies. Feels really short and sweet, but we'll be enjoying the rest of the music on the festival. And feel free to say hi to us, send us an email, message. We've got a bit of merch on our website. And we're working on a new album, so definitely sign up for our mailing list and stay tuned for all those updates. Okay, this is called Verdun or Velder.
There's a song I love that I want you to hear. It's one I wish I wrote that I hold dear. They say kids today don't understand, but you and me, we got a different plan. Meet you at the park by the Queen Anne's Lace, where the sun and the trees paint you a dapple face. Close our eyes and let the music in. Open our hearts, feel the breeze on our skin. Oh, do you feel the way I'm feeling? Oh, what's it all revealing? Life's got you reeling, so I'll sing you that song that steals my heart. Wish I could pull off an old time hat. Nowadays they don't make them like that. You can have anything in the world for cheap. I want something to last and something to keep. Oh, do you feel the way I'm feeling? Oh, what's it all revealing? Life's got you reeling, so I'll sing you that song that steals my heart away. Rent is due and the bill's unpaid, but the sun's got everybody out today. Sitting on the edge, dipping our toes. The river doesn't worry about getting low. Oh, do you feel the way I'm feeling? Oh, what's it all revealing? Life's got you reeling, so I'll sing you that song that steals my heart away. All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your summer, and can't wait to see you in person sometime soon. So we're the Bombadils. This is Sarah. We have Alan over here on the harp, and I'm Luke. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Bombadils. Wow. Thank you very much. Now, This just came across my desk for your information, and I've had it here, and I didn't flip to the page. And thank you, Janine, for sending the note, because I've got it right here. Blue Skies has had a kids camp for a number of years. For those that don't know, we have 50 kids accepted to camp each year, 2 weeks before the festival, for a week. It's a day camp. Kids are bussed in each day, and they do arts-related activities. There's usually a theater component and a writing component, a music component, and a visual art thing. And they get to run around and carry on at the same time, have water fights and all that good stuff that you do at camp. Obviously, we haven't been able to do that this year or last year. Hopefully, next year we will be able to do that. But in the meantime, this year, Jen and Janine, our intrepid camp leaders, have put together a one-day camp. It's the Blue Skies Kids Arts Camp, and let me just go through the facts. As the directors of the camp, we fully support the decision to not have camp. However, on a happier note, we want to keep the magic of the camp alive and are offering a special virtual one-day virtual event on Saturday, August 14. That's 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks from yesterday. 2 weeks from yesterday. That sounds like a song to me. Saturday, August the 14th. The event will be open to all camp enthusiasts, past, present, and future. Stay tuned for more information about the event on the website. If you click through the links on the website, you'll find the Blue Skies Camp. And more information will come up on links on how to get there. There's going to be a bunch of different things. I think I'm going to show up and sing a song. And there'll be a number of other artists. So mark that in your calendars, Saturday, August 14th. And it's a day-long Blue Skies camp. Can't have it at the site, but we're going to have it online. Just like we're doing here, we're keeping the fires burning. That's what we're doing. Thanks, Jen and Janine, for all your guys' work, for all that you're doing for keeping these things rolling along. Sunday night. This is the time when I usually get the program, and I turn to the back of the program, and I want to say thank you to a number of people. And we've got a virtual program, and it's been amazing. Mary Elton has done a stupendous job on putting the virtual program together, putting up all the links and doing everything. It's easy to read, it's easy to get through, and it's a fantastic job. So great job, Mayor. We made two big decisions in February at our annual general meeting. The first was we can't go to the land this year. We can't have the festival on site. There really wasn't any discussion on that one. It's a sad moment, but it was clear that it wasn't going to go this year. So the next decision was, are we going to do a virtual festival again, as we did last year? And after a good Blue Skies discussion, we decided we would go forward. Well, going forward required some commitments. Last year, as I was saying the other night, last year we just went forward, used money that we had to pay for the artists, and ran the festival, the virtual festival, on that. We couldn't do that this year. If we wanted to go forward, we needed to raise money. So with the commitment to go forward with a virtual festival, there was also a commitment to raise funds. So I'm going to start with the fundraising, because shortly after the meeting, fundraising committees were formed. And both fundraising and donation, because the Blue Skies community is amazing. And many, many people, once they heard that we were going to go forward, but we needed some funding, just donated some money to Blue Skies. So on the fundraising end, on the fundraising committee, I would like to thank Jennifer Wilson, Michelle Corbet, Tracy Wilson, Allison Elias, Mary Alton, Andrew Hall, and Christian Knudsen. Some of these names you're going to be hearing once or twice or three times, because a lot of people did way more than just one thing. And that's just another Blue Skies thing. Allison, I have to say, was the one who organized and put together the silent auction that we ran in June. And she did an amazing job. And thank you so much, Allison, because we raised money, and the committee that got together, because I was involved with that as well, we had good meetings, and it was really fun, and we made some money, so that was great. Now, on the donation side, we had Alvin Wood, Susan Walker, Gray Myers, April Tuttle, Nick Brennan, Jake Rolls, Willow Weber, Christian Knudsen, Michelle Corbet, Jennifer Wilson, Mary Alton, Andrew Hall, Julie Phillips, and Sarah Mullins. So thank you for your efforts on putting together the donations, because we got a significant amount of money. Thank you very much. We decided right off the bat that we weren't going to charge. There was not going to be a ticket or any kind of entry to get to the festival that we're putting on this weekend, but we would be raising funds other ways. Don't forget, t-shirts, postcards, and retro posters are all available on the site. Go have a look. This year's t-shirts and 4 different retro t-shirts, a beautiful hoodie, and pants to match. Great to have, and you want to have one. So once we met the funding targets, then we had to go ahead with actually putting the festival together. So we have the digital team. The digital team is responsible for all the digital stuff, which is significant, that has been happening. And that would be John Packman, Noah Sullivan, Andrew Hall, Jake Rolls, Michael Griffin, Linda Grenier, Alvin Wood, Donna Wood, Jody O'Sullivan, and Christian Knudsen. On the mod volunteer team, now I found out what mods are. See, I thought mods were like mods and rockers, but these days it's not mods and rockers, it's mods moderators who moderate the Discord chats and the rooms with the Discord. So the mod volunteer teams are Tracy Wilson, Corky Pepperly, Pepley, Anakin Wilson Cavallo, Johnny Eaton, Gray Myers, Davy Jones, Sue Lynn Cedar, Stephen Perringer, Tony Wolfhart, Rob Balfour. Thank you guys. And the program team, Mary Alton, Willow Weber, Andrew Hall, there's names popping up again. And the content team, Margaret Sullivan, Allison Elias, Sarah Mullins, Lindsay Coivisto, Erica Brown, and John Bond. Lots of people putting lots of things together. And I have a little list right here. For me, it's been, I was one of the ones that wanted this thing to go ahead this year. And I understood how much work it was going to be. And I would just like to thank the people that I've been working directly with, because I know how much work that they've all done. Michael Griffin and Linda Grenier put together the campfire. Michael did the campfires, and Linda did the open stage, putting together the videos. Thank you. And let me go here. So we've got Jake and Willow in the box over here. They've had my back the whole time. Jake Rolls and Willow Weber have done an amazing job. Jake put all of this, all the camera, I'm looking at you with Jake's camera and Jake's MacBook, and he's running it all from Prince Edward Island. Willow handled all of a lot of the content with the programming, and has done an amazing job just jumping in with all the work that she has done. My new friend John Packman in the box, right? He's right there in the box. He's in Toronto. He's been pushing stuff out, and he's done an exceptional job. Thank you very much for just jumping on board and becoming part of Blue Skies, John. Thank you very, very much. I'd like to thank Burnt Bob and Randy Rolls, because Burnt Bob Davidson has been looking after the site. Work weekends have still been happening. Wood's been cut, split, and looked after. Randy Rolls has organized and built the new shelter across the way where the recycling used to be, and reconfigured the new tractor shed. So those guys have done a great job, and they did a good little tour yesterday, if anybody was in on that. Thank you very much, guys. And Liz Gallant, she's our treasurer. So she's paying all the players and looking after all that funding that's been coming in. Not a particularly easy job. Thank you very much, Liz. You're doing a great job. I'd like to thank our general coordinator, Dale Driver, because he's overseeing all of this as the general coordinator of the Blue Skies Music Festival and the corporation that is Blue Skies, the Blue Skies Cultural Center. It's a major responsibility, and he's done it with great skill and great care for the entire organization. And I'd just like to thank him very much for all he's done over the course of this last couple of years. Way to go, my man. And my friend Christian Knudsen. Christian, really all the stuff out at the Rocket, that's Christian's camera work, and that's his editing as well. And he couldn't have done it as well as he did it without the able assistance of his daughter, Emma Knudsen. She was right there. She helped last year when they came up and did the filming. And this year she was unable to do it because she had schoolwork. So, but she helped Christian back in the editing suite back home. And so thanks, Emma. Did a great job. Andrew Hall worked with Christian both here, putting together shooting the videos, and then he formatted all the videos before they went to John, and he organized some of the retro poster work, and he's been and he's very much involved in the 50th anniversary project. Once again, the 50th anniversary project, check it out. It's on the website. Mary has it nicely placed on the website. 50th anniversary is only two years away, so there's memories, photos, thoughts that you can provide for that. We ask if you feel like sending in a memory, please do. And I'd like to thank Margaret Sullivan. She's been our artistic director this year, and she's done a fabulous job. It's hard to do stuff in a pandemic when you're a full-time frontline worker, and she's one of the people that's helping save those in the hospital front lines. And then when she comes back from work, she's been doing all this work for Blue Skies. She hired all the bands. It's her vision, and I thought she did a brilliant job. Margaret, thank you very, very much. You did a great job. I'd like to thank Patricia, because personally, without Patricia, I wouldn't have this suit. And this suit is only 1/quintrillionth of what I wouldn't have. So thank you, Patricia. And I'd like to thank the guy who started it all. I tip my hat to Oscar Graf. He founded the festival. He's a very good friend, and he's one of the best luthiers in the entire world. Oscar Graf. Thank you for Blue Skies. So, I don't want to get too teary-eyed. It's
Get a big hand for Magoo too.
This
is really hard to do, to perform to 100+ people that are all virtual space. So everyone, please say a thank you, Magoo, in the chat. Thanks, Magoo.
Thank you.
Best there's ever been.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. For many of us, Blue Skies is the well which we go to replenish. And virtual isn't being there, but virtual is pretty darn good. And the idea was to keep the fires burning, and I hope we've done that for you. And the music's not over yet. Julian Taylor's gonna sing some songs. He's got a brand new album. He played Blue Skies a few years ago, and he's a great band leader. I've seen him play with his band. He has a fantastic band. But when he came to play at Blue Skies, it was just him and a guitar. And there's something about somebody who has the charisma and the chops and the songs in front of an audience that mesmerizes an audience. And he did that night. I remember walking around the crowd and seeing it. It was a beautiful night, and it was a wonderful show. So he's going to play our last set tonight, and we welcome him. His new album's called The Ridge. It's a beauty. It's got a number of killer tunes on it, and he's here for us now. Friends, put your hands together and welcome a Blue Skies friend, Julian Taylor.
Hi, I'm Julian Taylor. This is an honor. Thank you, Blue Skies. I wish I could be there in person, and I'm pretty sure I will be. I can't wait. I've had such a great time there. The last time I was there, it was beautiful. And thank you to Margaret and the Sullivan family for always showing me love and kindness, and for everybody at Blue Skies for showing me love and kindness. I'm going to do a couple songs for you, and I hope that you enjoy them. This is a track called Carry Me Home. I dedicate this to my grandfather. Leaving sunsets on a beautiful night in Mexico. I love you, now go home. Don't be afraid to be free, and I'll see you tomorrow. Travel light, know that you're my hero, and sail away to a brand new day. Light comes and goes, still like a stone, and carry me home, where I will never be alone. stars shine. It's a glorious evening, with friends and family dancing under the moonlight. Believe me, I believe in you. The wind's got you now, and I trust your spiritual healing. Travel and know that you're my hero. Sail away to a brand new day. Light comes and goes, still like a stone. You carry me home, but I will never be alone. Light comes and goes, still like a stone. You carry me home, but I will never be alone. That's Carry Me Home. I wrote that song in a hotel in Mexico, and my grandfather was really sick, and I couldn't get home. There was a big ice storm, and I wanted to get home, but I couldn't, and I didn't get that chance to say goodbye to him in person. We ended up speaking on a telephone, but that night it was my friend's wedding, and I just had this horrible pain in my back, and I just knew when I looked up at the sky, I saw this giant turtle in the sky, transformation of it at least, and I knew he was off to the spirit world. So, without further ado, I'd like to play something from my latest record, The Ridge. Here is the title track. It was mornings like these when the breeze whistled through the trees. The fog would hover and the grass would still be wet. Put on my rain boots and I'd get dressed and head down to the barn beside the chicken coop and follow around the front door, down the path, through the brushes and past the pond. My sister and I used to catch frogs there until the house sold and I had to move on. Now there's a westbound wind blowing through the ridge again. You can stay and I'll go outside and wait for it to die, but either way it never ends. Then we make our way past the dog pen, through the fields to the stables where the horses lay. Shovel manure and clean their beds and prepare the feed for the day. My favorite horse was named Frosty, until Sherry gave birth to a calf named Zarif. I swear I was there to witness his birth, shared in that incredible memory. Now there's a westbound wind blowing through the ridge again. You can stay and I'll go outside and wait for it to die, but either way it never ends. She taught me how to ride. She used to sing me lullabies. She watched me take my first steps in the kitchen when I was just a kid. And those were the early years where we were taught to have no fear, and everything seemed so clear. Follow her out the front door, down the path, through the brushes and past the pond. My sister and I used to catch frogs there, until the house sold and we had to move on. Now there's a westbound wind blowing through the ridge again. You can stay and I'll go outside and wait for it to die, but either way, it never ends. Never ends. Never ends. I left T.O. quite some time ago, sometime in the spring, with just a knapsack and a 6 string. I'd made this deal, I was barely 17, armed with delusions of a dream. La da 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 da. Hitchhiked for days all along the Northwest, with no knowledge in my chest of ways and means and schemes. By the time I reach Seattle, I'll ride by train. It was called the Empire Builder. I don't know how it got its name. Barely holds enough to drink, but I always found a way. Often stumbling out onto the streets with the moon shining on my back, singing la da 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 In a few more years I would try again, this time with my friends who shared much of the same sense of wonder or desire for fame. As the white lines hurt past the asphalt, how quickly it would change. We headed out on the 401, feeling no pain, until one day all that would turn to shame. So much was in us at the time, it helped me close my mind try not to think at all, as we braced for the fall. La da 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 all that was good and promised in this life was taken away so easily. Turns out reality wasn't cracked up to be what it was meant to be. When in doubt, I look back to when I was 17, and all the miles and miles and miles that I've seen. Each inch of pavement has a story to tell. Some I can't recall, others remember all too well. La da 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 da. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Julian Taylor, for those of you who don't know me. That's a song called Ballad of the Young Troubadour, and the song before that was The Ridge. It's an honor to be able to perform for you. I can't wait to do it in person.
Julian Taylor, a good friend of Blue Skies. Thank you, Julian. Now remember, as I was saying, any and all of the music that that sparks your fancy, go to the artist's website and purchase it. Find the connection, send them a note, say hi, make that connection. They'd love to say hi, and they'd love it if you took their music home and spread the word around. I guess I got one more thank you, and that is to you for tuning in. Thanks so much for tuning in and for being a part of the weekend. I hope you had a good time. I've had a good time with my pals down in the box, which takes me over to Prince Edward Island and back to Toronto, and on the screen and up and down and all over. It's been fun for me. I hope it's been fun for you. Meeting tomorrow at 10 if you want to show up. Just look up the Monday morning meeting, and thank you one and all. I'm just going to go out to the rocket, change my clothes, and I'll say good night and see you out there. Hey, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope we were able to bring a little taste, a touchstone, a piece of our community to everyone, and everyone was able to take some of it and hold on to it. And we'll be there next year. Just think how great the land is going to look next year after a whole year off. Up a winding highway, down a gravel road. It wraps around your wrist, and a cart picks up your load. Trees split the sunlight, wonders soon appear. Oh, the wonders never cease, but you can't believe you're here. Bring it home with you. 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 Kids consumed with laughter, parents watch them run, maybe for the first time, but they see how it's done. Music tells the tale, dancing, weaving with delight. It pours off of the stages and the campfires day and night. Bring it home with you. 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 See the stars above. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Breathe the air around. Pause, then repeat. Think of something silly. Think of something true. Think of what you'll say when they ask what happened to you. Bring it home with 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 you. See ya. Bring it home with you. And you just brought that home with you. And I just brought that home with you. along with the glorious voice of my good friend, Rebecca Campbell. Good night.